And I was like, you forgot what you say at the start of every surah. You say Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. What does that mean in English? Most merciful, most compassionate. So you're taught that Allah is merciful and Allah is compassionate. So if He's merciful and compassionate, why aren't we being merciful and compassionate, kind of thing? So that's when I started to question this Wahhabi, and this is when I started to actually speak out against Wahhabism quite publicly. In the Sunni masjid that I went to, I'd speak out quite publicly against any Wahhabi that was there, because they were getting to the youth, and getting to the youth is where you get the problems. But it's so easy to infiltrate the mind of a youth, to make them believe something, that they'll grow up believing it. And then there's never going to be any kind of talks between Shia and Sunni. There's never going to be any... Probably will never be complete unity, but there'll never be any friendliness, being civil with each other. That won't be there if from a young age you're indoctrinating them with this, that everything is bid'ah, and you must grow a beard, and you must pray standing next to each other, and you must be like Omar. You have to be like Omar. This mentality that gets to the youth is what I spoke out against, and actually led me to go into a Shia masjid in the end, and meeting with a Shia sheikh who I spoke to, and I got to admit that meeting with him, speaking with him, I came out and I felt that's the first time I've ever been to a masjid. That's how I felt at that time. That was the first time I've ever been to a masjid, even though I'd been going to the other masjid all the time. Because when I walked in, no one judged me because I was white, which is what happened in the other masjid. No one treated me with any kind of disrespect. Came up, hugged me, said hello, offered me a cup of tea, spoke to me. That level of respect that I felt, and the way that they were talking, I was just praying on the carpet, and so people looked at me and they were thinking, why is he praying like that? And then it wasn't until after they questioned me and said, what school of Islam are you from? And then when I said that I'd become a Maliki Muslim then, which is obviously one of the schools of fiqh in Sunni Islam, they hugged me and said, mashallah, what made you come here?